I barely sat down in first period when my teacher looked up and froze. Why are you here? Because it's Monday? I said slowly, confused as hell. She got up and walked over to my desk, leaning down close. Have you talked to anyone this morning? Checked your phone? Her voice cracked. I shook my head. Studied till 3 and forgot to charge it. What's happening? Everyone's eyes dropped to their notebooks at the exact same time. Ms. O'Connor grabbed my hand and gave it a couple squeezes. Please, just go to the office. My heart started racing because something was seriously wrong. I grabbed my dead phone and my backpack and headed for the door. I was halfway down the hall when I spotted my best friend Justin coming out of the bathroom. The second he saw me, Justin grabbed me in the tightest hug. Dude, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about Devin. Devin. My brother's name hit me like ice water. Devin, who was 24 and still lived at home. What about Devin? My voice sounded far away. Justin pulled back, his eyes red. You don't know? Dude, everyone saw it on the way to school this morning. The accident on Route 47. Your brother's red Jeep. He paused, swallowing hard. Devin loved that Jeep more than anything. I was already running. Mom was at the office signing me out with shaking hands. The secretary couldn't meet my eyes. Mom just grabbed my arm and guided me toward the parking lot. Her face was pale and her lips were pressed into a thin line. Mom, is Devin okay? She just unlocked the car and got in. I got in, my heart pounding. Your dad is on his way home from his work trip, she finally said, her voice barely above a whisper. We're waiting for a call. But Devin, she cut me off before I could finish. When we get home, we'll talk when we get home. Her voice was firm, but I could hear the tremor underneath. The drive felt like hours. Mom's knuckles were white on the steering wheel. I kept trying to make sense of it. The Jeep, the accident, Devin. Mom stayed in the car on the phone. I used my key. The house was quiet, too quiet. Then I heard it, Sports Center. I walked into the living room and there he was, Devin, on the couch in boxers and that stupid Metallica shirt with the holes in it, eating cereal straight from the box, very much alive. What the hell? I said. He looked up annoyed. Shouldn't you be at school? You're dead. The words came out flat. Everyone thinks you're dead. Your Jeep. My Jeep? He sat up, confused. What about my Jeep? Devin, someone died in your Jeep this morning, going 100 on Route 47. He ran to the window, looking at the empty driveway, his face pale. Very funny. Did you and your friends move it or something? Where is it really? I'm not kidding. The whole town thinks you're dead, Devin. Before he could respond, Mom burst through the front door. She took one look at Devin standing there and let out a sound that didn't even sound human. She ran at him, sobbing, and grabbed him so hard he stumbled backward. Oh my god, you're alive. You're alive. She was shaking, her whole body trembling as she held onto him. Devin's face went white. He looked at me over Mom's shoulder, finally understanding this wasn't a joke. Holy shit. If I'm not dead, then who? Then we heard more cars pulling into the driveway. Devin ran to the window, still in his boxers. It's the cops. 2 officers got out, their faces grim and professional. They knocked and Devin opened the door. We need to speak with the family of Devin Hayes, one said, then stopped, stared, blinked. Are you? I'm Devin Hayes, my brother said. The cop went pale. He grabbed his radio. Unit 12, we have a situation. Devin Hayes is alive. Repeat, Hayes is alive. When did you last see your vehicle? The other cop asked. Friday night. I don't work weekends. I haven't left the house. Devin pointed at the empty driveway. The cop wrote something down, so it could have been taken any time in the last 24 hours. The cop stayed for over 2 hours. They asked Devin the same questions in different ways. Who had access to it? Did he leave the keys inside? Mom sat on the couch the whole time, still holding Devin's hand like she was afraid to let go. Then one of the officers' radios crackled. We got an ID on the Route 47 victim, Jake Engler, 24. Parents reported him missing this morning. Devin's face went white. My best friend? Jake? I felt my stomach drop. Jake, who practically grew up in our house. Jake, who knew Devin always left his keys in the Jeep. Mom made a sound I'd never heard her make before. My phone had finally charged enough to turn on. The notifications flooded in. Then I saw it. Ring doorbell notifications from 1:47 a.m. I opened the app with shaking hands. Wait, I said. The cops looked at me. Our doorbell. It caught something. I pulled up the footage. There he was. Jake, stumbling up to our door, pounding on it, waiting, pounding again. His face was red and blotchy, clearly drunk and crying. After 2 minutes of knocking, he disappeared around the side of the house. I was asleep, Devin whispered. I had my earbuds in. I didn't hear him. I kept watching. Jake appeared back in frame, heading for the Jeep, which was parked in view of the doorbell camera. He got in, sat there for a minute with his head in his hands. Then the Jeep started and pulled away. You left the keys in it, I said quietly, like always. Devin closed his eyes. He knew that.